It is the 1st of November, and you know what that means? We have got to write 50,000 words. Yep, I've already started. I woke up this morning, I was really wanting to get a head start and to start doing some writing sprints. This whole last week, I'd wanted to do some writing sprints and to get a little bit of a head on the whole manuscript, and I just didn't have the time with one thing or another. It did not work. So I haven't been able to do that. But this morning I was feeling very motivated, wanted to make the most of the fact that the 1st of November was on a Saturday, and that meant that I could have longer stints of writing and to try and hit the ground running was the aim. Now, if you are new here, hi, I am Marie. I'm a steamy romance author, and you need to grab your favourite drink, snuggle up and come be an author with me, because we've got a lot of writing to do. We are doing a writing challenge. I'm participating in the Rough Draft Challenge. You might have heard of NaNoWriMo. There's a lot of other November writing challenges that are going on, but essentially they're all doing the same thing, write an awful lot of words. I'm doing 50,000 in the month of November. If you haven't seen my original Preptober vlog, go back and watch that, because that will fill you in with all of the details on what on earth is going on, why I'm even doing this, what I'm writing, all my plans, how I'm trying to set myself up for success to actually achieve this goal, and the fact that it's a little bit crazy because I've not been writing consistently this whole year. So writing 50,000 words in 1 month is a lot, and I am just going to try to keep momentum, try to keep going and see if I can do this. It's the last book in the series that I'm writing, and I'm trying to get it finished by the end of the year if I can, and this November writing challenge will really help me to succeed in that. My starting word count on this manuscript was 2,578. And I've been doing some sprints this morning in my dressing gown with my first cup of coffee. So I wasn't even caffeinated when I was writing some of these words, which is quite impressive. I have written so far, I wrote it down on my phone because I knew I'd forget, 2,339 words so far in about 2.5 writing sprints. So I'm doing like 30-minute writing sprints. So I did 2 30-minute writing sprints, and then I wanted to finish the chapter. And that second writing sprint, I just carried on till I finished the chapter. So didn't look at the time. I think it was probably about 15 minutes, but it was between like 15 to 30 minutes, something like that. So 2,300 words. And my daily word goal, I don't have all of my notebooks up here, which was a big mistake. My daily word goal in order to get 50,000 words in the month of November is 1,667 every day. My weekly word goal is 12.5 a week. Now, these first 2 days, so the 1st of November and the 2nd of November, because they're falling on the weekend, I'm actually counting those as additional days outside of the week. So they're sort of not included in that, because it's 4 weeks and 2 days that is the month of November. So I'm trying to get as much done as possible. And then from Monday, I'll start doing like the weekly target of 12.5. I'm trying to get as much done as possible before that point, because then I can do Monday to Sunday 12.5 and track that. So I'm really happy with what I've done so far, and I want to get some more sprints done today and make the most of the fact that this is a weekend, that I've got lots of energy, lots of drive, because I know that at some point during this month I'm not going to feel like writing. The words aren't going to be flowing as much. There's going to be an issue and I'm going to have to combat that. So yeah, I'm just trying to get ahead. And then just as a reminder of what I'm actually writing, so last book in the series that I'm currently writing in and releasing, I've got the second book of this series releasing in this month, which was very bad timing, but it was already planned. So there's nothing I can do about that. But I write steamy, rom-com, small town, and it's the last in the series of my Serenity Sound series. It's a beachy series where mischievous grannies are running the town, and this is a story that I had no idea what to write. I just knew that I wanted this character, and at the start of 2025 suddenly clicked when I was more than halfway through the series of what I was actually going to do with this character. bless her. She's going to go through a lot, but we've got to give her a really good, happy ending. And I'm excited. So in the writing sprint this morning, I managed to finish the first chapter. So I'd obviously already had, what did I say, 1,500 words written of the chapter. I managed to finish it. It's a really big chapter. I think I might have to split it up because it's 4,900 words in the first chapter. It was not meant to be that long. And so I think I've made myself a little note because I think what I'll do is in editing, I'll probably make that chapter 1 and 2. I'm going to do a cheeky little writing sprint now. I'm going to, in this first vlog of the November Rough Draft Challenge, I'm going to be bringing you along to as many writing sprints and writing sessions that I'm doing as I possibly can. Might be some phone footage if I'm just doing a few little things in the evening or like in the morning. Like I was not going to be filming myself in my dressing gown first thing, no makeup, like nobody wants to see that. So just to protect you as much as possible, because yeah, it was rough. It's the Rough Draft Challenge in more than one sense of the word. Let's do some more writing. I'm going to be doing some more writing tomorrow on Sunday as well. And let's see how big of a dent we can fit in this. I also want to caveat the fact that with my writing goal of 1,600 words, that really scared me. Just because of not being consistent, that really scared me. And obviously my first writing session, or first 2 writing sprints in this morning, I've done over 2,000. So I've already done the daily writing goal. I need to not be complacent, not expect that every single time, to not expect to get 1,000 words every 30-minute sprint. Already this morning I had an 830-minute sprint, not 1,000. And so I know that there's going to be times when things are a little bit slower, when life gets in the way, when I can't actually dedicate time to writing. Things will unexpectedly pop up and throw spanners in the works. This is why I'm trying to get ahead. And I also want to caveat, if there are any writers out there that are looking at this, don't feel discouraged if you didn't do that much on your first writing sprint. One of my writing friends I convinced to do the challenge with me. And she was like, yeah, okay, I've got nothing planned, but yeah, we'll do it. She messaged me this morning. She was like, how much have you done? And I was like, 2,300. She's not done words yet. We've all got different work commitments, life commitments, different writing pace, different projects that we're doing. Go at your own pace. Hopefully use this as some inspiration to keep going and some momentum, and to see that everybody has their ups and downs. But please don't feel discouraged and compare yourself to anyone. I'm going to focus on myself, use other people for inspiration to keep momentum and keep going. That's what this challenge is all about. So I'm so glad that you are joining me. Let's go and get some writing done. I've been talking too long. The space that I've been talking, I could have written like another 500 words. Let's go, no more talking. Do you hear that? That is the sound of absolute silence. The kids are finally back at school today, so I treated myself to a Costa. I do need to do a full day's worth of work, and I'm thinking that I will then get some words written tonight. I'm not expecting loads, but I would like to write daily, so that is the goal. Do more of a evening session when the boys are in bed, because my husband is also going to be out working late tonight, so I thought I might as well. Before I do start work though, I am going to enjoy my Costa as a treat, and I am going to update all of my tracking bits quickly, update the graph because I want to see the graph move. Really happy with my progress so far. Yesterday I wrote the meet cute chapter, and that's always one of the funnest to write in the book, so that was good. I'm happy with how I'm progressing so far. I think I'm at like 6,000 to 7,000 words written in across 2 days, which I'm really impressed with. I could have probably written a bit more yesterday, but I knew that I was ahead and I wanted to, because the boys have been off for 2 weeks from school and they went back today, I wanted to spend some of yesterday making sure that I had everything ready for them. I was still rushing around this morning because they told me it was PE day, so what I had actually prepared wasn't what I needed to prepare. So that was great. But I'm gonna update my stuff, chuck my words for yesterday on the graph, then do a full day's worth of work, then be mum, then write. Sounds like a plan. So I have a free evening to get words done today. I have not written at all today, and my goal is to try to get 1,000 words. Now I know that's less than the 1,667 word daily goal, but if I can get 1,000 words, which is technically doable in 30 minutes, then I would be really happy. What I've done is plan out a relatively normal week and how many words I think I can get done on my author days, at the weekend, and then realistic 30 minutes a day should be doable to get 1,000 words on the other days that I'm doing my part-time work and mum life and all of those things. So my goal is to get 1,000 words done minimum, but I might do some more sprints. So I'm just going to see how energy flows. I'm very excited. I'm doing the first chapter of his POVs. So first and second chapter that I've written so far has all been in her POV. So seeing as I do have a free evening and I do have this exciting thing, I have a feeling I'm going to do more than one writing sprint. We're going to get some writing done. Sprint 1 is done. 30 minutes of writing and I got 1,104 words. I am chuffed, especially because it's that first theme, writing in his POV. I thought there was going to be a bit of time figuring out what I'd wanted to say, but apparently not. Apparently I already knew. So I'm happy. I've still got some more energy. I've still got some more time. So I think I'm going to do another sprint. Yeah, let's just keep getting ahead. Sprint 2 is done and I wrote 919 words and I finished the chapter. It's relatively short at about, well, that whole writing session was 2023 words. So relatively short. When I edit it, it might get a little bit longer, so I'm not too concerned. I think I'm going to stop there for the night because it's a really good place. The fact that the chapter's finished. And yeah, I was hoping to get 1,000 words. I got 2,000 and I'm really happy. So I'm leaving it there. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Morning. Boy, do I need this. Although it doesn't taste great when you've just brushed your teeth, but it's like an orange and ginger and carrot and turmeric juice just for immunity. Because yesterday I started to feel the little nigglings of illness. I had a relatively chill night last night. I did get one writing sprint in purely because I want to write every day. Very unmotivated to write, but I did manage to get that in. And I wrote 1,000 words and I'm very happy that I managed to do that. But then for the evening, I had a bath, I read, I sat in bed, I watched some YouTube and I just chilled out. And although I can still feel the niggling of illness, I'm hoping I'm just going to take it easier, have my juice, and fingers crossed it'll just go away. So it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 5th of November and it's been a very productive week apart from yesterday, which was the first day of not wanting to write. But I also had some insomnia the night before, so I think it was a mixture of low energy, having done quite a lot in the prior days to that as well. Lack of sleep and this simmering illness, and it was the start of a new chapter. I ended up writing, I should have been writing chapter number 4. I wrote chapter number 5, which has never happened. I never write out of order. Actually, it's because I've sort of swapped these around. I was like literally looking at my cards and going like, that's like, should I do this one first or this one first? And I sort of swapped them around and then ended up writing number 5 anyway. I'll rectify that situation. But when I sat down to write, I was like, I know this scene more, so I'm just going to write that one. Just go with the easiest flow. So yeah, 1,000 words yesterday. My author day today, so I've got a good few hours of the work day to dedicate on writing stuff. And on the list of things to do today is writing, obviously. I've also got my book release next Thursday. So Thursday the 13th of November, the second book in the series that I'm finishing writing up now is releasing, and it is a steamy, small town, enemies to lovers rom-com. And if that sounds like that's up your street, I've got ARC readers spots available, so if you love that sort of book and if you love sharing your opinion on Amazon or BookBub or Goodreads or TikTok or Instagram or whatever, you are able to go and grab that. All of my links are in my bio, so I've got to do some sort of prep for that, and mostly I need to come up with my plan on how to tell people about that. So I'm gonna have to do some content today for TikTok. I've been doing a little bit on TikTok and Instagram on my writing. I just need to bump it up with some, by the way, there's a new book and it's enemies to lovers and these people hate each other. Then it's probably editing the vlog you are seeing now, which just feels like some sort of Inception thing. But yeah, I need to do some editing so that I can get that released as well. And obviously updating all of my trackers because it's just my favourite thing to do. I really like it. I love the graph and I can see that I'm like ahead of the game. I really enjoy that, and noting everything down on here. And with the writing session yesterday and getting 1,000 words, I now have 10,070 words, which means I get to open my rewards. So we're going to do that today. And then I just wanted to catch you up on my reading because I've been reading The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. It's a Japanese translated to English book, and I'm very close to the end and it is so cute. I've really enjoyed reading it. It's one of those books that it's very calming and thoughtful, and I pick it up and it like soothes my soul, which may seem really dramatic. But it does, it has that just feeling of calmness, and I've been really enjoying it. And then I went and I signed up to my local library because I'd seen this book in Waterstones and I thought, oh, I love that. I really want to read that. And then I just thought, oh, I'll have a look if it's in a library, and it was. So I picked this up the other day. I'm already halfway through. I really like it. I knew chapter 1 that I was going to love this book. It is cozy, it's magical, there's a little bit of romance in there. There's been no steam so far, but I'm really not mad at it because it's not like a closed door. Like, I don't really like reading closed doors. This is more like I'd consider a slow burn. There's probably not going to be any steam in it whatsoever, but you know what? I'm just here for the magic and the characters. There is a reincarnated rooster who is literally just skeletons running around, and I adore him. And I think as soon as the zombie chicken popped up out of the ground, yeah, chapter 1, a resurrected bleep rooster. That is the last few words of the chapter, and I was sold. And I am in love with this book, and I'm now slightly gutted that it's a library edition and it's not mine, so that might be one that I buy because I really like it. And I think it is by Sangu Mandana, and I think I'm going to go and read some other books. I can see there's like series that I can get into, so I think I will be checking those out as well. I think because of this simmering illness, and it's just like a cold, and it's like I haven't even taken like any tablets or anything today for it. It's not a big deal. what I don't want to happen is for it to become a big deal and then wipe me out. So I'm going to have a not lazy, wrong word, cozy, peaceful, productive author day where I'm just chill but productive. That's what I'm ordering for today. So let's open up the gifts. Yeah? Come on. Literally hate when that happens. It's harder than it looks, alright? Oh my goodness me. It is some bullet note journal stencils. So literally 3 sheets of plastic. Right, can we get better this time? I'm blaming that on the packaging. That wasn't me. See, I can do it. I'm very excited about these. Midliners. I cannot wait to use these. Just open there. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Yes. I need something to write on quick. Cute little peach colour. Little beige. Oh, beautiful. Like a sage green. I'm already in love. Grey blue. Grey. Oh, goodness me. Love them. I want more already. Running out of room in my pen pot. Cute. Look, tiny little boxes. I'm very happy. It was so worth 10,000 words and pushing through last night to do those 1,000 words to get me there. So let's get this show on the road. Hi, so I am done for the day of writing, and I think that means that this vlog is done and I need to then edit it and upload it for you guys. But I have done, what have I done? Where do I find my, no, I wasn't prepared. Can you tell? 1,880 words today. Now, I admit I wanted to do more writing than that. I actually had a weekly rhythm mapped out, and on a Wednesday I wanted to hit 4,000 words. So I've technically beat my daily word count goal of 1,667 words. So that's positive. But negative, I wanted to be basically double more than double what I've actually written. However, looking at everything that I did do today, I'm happy. And I may do some more writing sprints later tonight, but there's no pressure to do that. And if I do, I'll just add a little bit of footage right at the end and an update on where I got for the end of the 5th day of the writing challenge. But I'm on something crazy like... I'm on something crazy like 11,970 words. I really want to write 30 words somewhere. The issue is I'm now at a new chapter, so I don't have 30 words to just plonk in somewhere. And seriously, there's big problems. Like, we don't need to be worried about that, Marie. Do we? I really want 30 extra words. The issue is it won't stop at 30 extra words. But anyway, I've got a plan, and that's just completely trying to derail me. No. For the first 5 days to almost be at 12,000 words is incredible. I mean, I wanted to hit in the first 7 days 12 and a half. So I don't need, and I'm going to just repeat this to myself, I do not need to write any more today, okay? I do not need to get 30 extra words to get to the 12,000 words. It's fine, that will come tomorrow. If I feel like writing later on, I can do that, but I don't need to do that. Got it? Anyway, I've just completely derailed myself with all of that. I don't know who I am anymore and what I was talking about. I was talking about ending the vlog. I'm really happy with how this week has gone so far. Fingers crossed, feeling okay after my power juice this morning. I'm still going to just try to take it and be a little bit restful just so that I don't come down with an illness and then derail everything. That's the plan anyway. And I've got to do editing for this vlog so that that's off of my to-do list. But yeah, I was really happy because I managed to do a lot today. I was really productive, liking how the story is coming along so far. I hope you've enjoyed the first vlog of the November Writing Challenge. Remember to like and subscribe because it really helps me out, but it also means that you will get to see all of the November Writing Challenge vlogs that are going to be coming up. Fingers crossed in the next one I'll open another reward for another 10,000 words. I do need to go and buy myself some more because I haven't got all of them. That was so much fun, and I'm loving my tracker and my little journal and seeing the chart. It's so much fun. The next week will be hopefully just as productive. I do have quite a busy Sunday, so I don't think it's going to be as productive, but fingers crossed we're going to keep momentum. And if you're a writer and you're doing a November Writing Challenge, let me know, how's it going for you? Or if you're a reader and you just love the behind the scenes stuff, then come and say hi. You can always go back and watch some of my other vlogs. Until then, I'll see you in the next vlog. Happy reading. See you soon.